Welcome back to a loud Lakeside as women's favourite Bo Greaves looks like she is running away with this semi-final over Rhian O'Sullivan. But it's not a whitewash, is it? Because Rhian did take a leg, and that does leave a little opening of hope for Rhian to perhaps make some sort of a comeback. Give me your thoughts so far on what we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, the first set, obviously Bo with the dart, she held her throw nicely. Rhian was still in that first set at 2-1, and then a big leg from Bo to take the set, and then from there on Bo's grabbed a whole load of confidence, and she's now continued on. Her throw looks silky smooth. She doesn't look to be in any problems at all, and the only chances Rhian got then was that 1-5-6 last throw, and unfortunately for her she was just inside the double 18. She showed her class then by even getting a dart at the double, so there's still a bit left in this. And I think Rhian needed to break more than Bo did, for sure. Indeed,
and Rhian is still averaging around 80. It's great to see that Bo's dominance isn't setting Rhian off mentally. Rhian's still holding her own. She's not being put off or thrown off. She's still actually performing very, very well, isn't she?
She is, and Rhian is an experienced performer. She is one of those that has just so much experience. These sorts of things don't faze her anymore. When she was playing Trina back in the day, you know, in those two finals she made, yeah, it probably did then, but she's seen a lot of darts, she's played a lot of games since then, and this type of thing doesn't faze her. She could get back into this, but she's going to have to do it very early and try and break Bo's throw. And to be honest, the way Bo's playing, I don't fancy trying to break her throw tonight.
Indeed. Well, Bo is averaging around 88, which is how she's been playing all week. Do you think she'll be happy so far? We know she is her own toughest critic.
She is her own toughest critic, and she looks at averages, but at the end of the day, winning's winning, and she knows it doesn't matter about the average. It's about getting through those rounds and getting back to that game that she wants, and that's the world final game. She wants that. She wants to be a world champion more than anything again, and that's why she's here. She chose to be here for that reason. She's halfway there.
Okay, well, it's 2-0 to the reigning champion, Bo Greaves. Let's see if Rhian O'Sullivan can pull something back, or if Bo is going to pull her way into the final once again.
Well, we have seen many historic and heroic Welsh performances in this championship in the past, thinking all the way back to the original run in 1978 with Leighton Rees. Richie Burnett and Mark Webster have been champions on this stage, but this might be the best performance of the lot if Rhian O'Sullivan can turn this two-set deficit around. No question that she is playing some decent darts right now, but Bo Greaves is just a machine who doesn't seem to malfunction at any time.
Yeah, Rhian O'Sullivan is the pride of Welsh ladies darts. There's no two ways about that. She leads the line for them in internationals, and being here in a semi-final once again is credit to her. She does have a tough task on her hands.
I think I just spotted a little Richard in the crowd there.
How could you tell it was him? Was he stood up in the same height as the table? Good old little Dickie. It's nice to see him here.
Once again, I think that maybe a couple of issues with the scoreboard or the system where we enter the scores. Dart connected is.
Yeah, the guys won't worry about that. A nice extra bit of practice, because
first leg.
That's always nice.
First. Game on.
Another handshake exchange between the pair as Bo Greaves looks to do the job in the next 10-15 minutes.
81.
They are good friends, and there's a massive mutual respect between the two of them for each other.
140. 140. 81.
met 4 times before in semi-finals of tournaments, with Bo winning 3 of them. There's Bo's sister Bobby, who's been keeping her company this week.
45.
She doesn't like the limelight, Bobby.
Yeah, she's a very incognito character.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovable all the same. Just like Bo is.
Bo, you require 80.
Very down to earth.
Double 10.
Game shot the first leg. Bo Greaves.
Bo Greaves rolls on.
To throw first.
6 legs in a row now. And there is seemingly nothing Rhian O'Sullivan can do.
15 dart leg on throw, you've got to be out in 12. It's just superlative.
100.
Look, a lot of the men's players would struggle with that on a regular basis.
Absolutely, and I think this is why there's maybe a disappointment that she didn't play in the PDC Worlds this year. But for Bo, it's about winning titles and enjoying doing so, and she wants to be ladies world champion, and that's simple as that.
45.
At 19 years old, a wise head on very young shoulders.
180.
Always wise to hit a 180.
100. Bo, you require 121.
Well, we've just said about hitting 12 dart legs against the throw. Bo's going to choose to set up instead. Could go across to treble 18, which she does.
And hits, why would she not?
100. Bo, you require 32.
So this will be a 13 dart breaker throw should this go.
Aim shot the second leg.
Just 2 15s.
Third leg is supposed to throw first. Game on.
Not bad, is it?
No. Too many men that would be too disappointed with that here on that lakeside stage, I can tell you.
139.
I wonder if Chris Landman and Yella Clarkson are out the back saying, we've got to follow this.
I bet they weren't expecting to get on stage this quickly.
100.
Flintstones are in from Bedrock.
85. 98. 140. Bo, you require 164. 44.
Could do with a 2 treble visit, but not treble 1.
38.
Or treble 5.
Bo, you require 120.
Well, it was a 2 treble visit, but not a good one. Good
Perfect marker, I was going to say, as a right files herself, because she thought it was a perfect marker too.
Green require
Bo Greaves.
138. 45.
She's been a terrific competitor in this tournament, Rhian O'Sullivan. But Bo Greaves is a winning machine.
Bo Greaves!
Just how do you stop her? A 3-set victory. She has been under so little pressure throughout the whole tournament, even against a performer as brilliant as Rhian O'Sullivan. Bo Greaves sweeps her aside, and she will compete in the final for the 2nd year running. Eileen de Graaf, are you watching? Because Bo Greaves simply means business. A wonderful performance from the Doncaster teenager. She has beaten Welshwoman Rhian O'Sullivan by 3-0.
Welcome back to Lakeside. I'm joined now by the reigning world champion into the finals yet again, Bo Greaves. Well, congratulations. I mean, you make it look so smooth, so easy. She did take one leg off you though, didn't she? How pleased are you with that performance?
Yeah, obviously really happy. Happy just to get through and you know, just look forward to the final now. But obviously it's not easy. Rianne's a good friend, and but I just got up there and I've done what I had to do.
Yeah, and Eileen de Graaf in the final. Many people thought it was going to be her. You've had somewhat of a rivalry brewing over the last year. How do you feel about meeting Eileen tomorrow in the final?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really mind. You know, she's a great player, and obviously I know how she can play, but that's up to me to sort of obviously battle against it and try and win. But like I said, I look forward to it, and yeah, just, you know what I mean, just do my best up there, and I played okay there, so hopefully I can improve on that tomorrow.
You just seem to be enjoying yourself. You seem to, no matter how much the pressure is on you, no matter how high the expectations are, you seem to always be relaxed and always seem to have fun. How do you do it? And are you enjoying yourself as much as last year?
No, I absolutely love it. You know, I play darts all the time, and it's what I do. You know, I'm sort of used to it. I've got the experience now to sort of go up there and handle the pressure, and it's just one of them. I just absolutely love it. I'm 19, I get able to play darts all the time, so it's just one of them. I absolutely love it, and can't wait to hopefully improve and hopefully maybe win tomorrow. And
what will it mean to you to win tomorrow? Because you are, of course, the reigning champion. You've won it already once. What does it mean to you to win it again?
Oh, it'd be massive for me. Do you know, when I won my first title last year, it was that was everything to me. I don't think anything will ever top that, but it's you know what I mean, it's one of them. If I'm able to get a second, that's brilliant. If not, I'll probably be able to try again, obviously, years to come. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself, just enjoy it, let my darts hopefully go in the trebles. But other than that, it's one of them. I've enjoyed I had a good week, and I'm glad to have made the final. Well,
you're very modest. You're certainly the favourite. Best of luck for tomorrow.
Thanks, Alex.
Congratulations. Well, that's Bo Greaves there. I'll just bring Scott back in. What a performance. She said she might not win it. She might try again in the future. She just has such a cool, calm head on her shoulders, doesn't she, Bo? What did you make of that? Rianne did take one leg from Bo, but she just makes it look so easy, doesn't she?
Like I say, Rianne was in it in the first set, and she knew she had to play her very best game and hope that Bo dropped off of her best game. And that didn't quite happen this evening. Bo was absolutely right on it. And once she got her nose in front, she was not giving it up for anybody. I don't know what she said to you, but knowing her, she's still disappointed with her average. She knows that she's got more in her, and then maybe she'll have to bring that out tomorrow when she plays Eileen de Graaf.
And Eileen de Graaf is the only woman to have really beaten Bo over the last year. What kind of final can we expect?
Well, I think we're going to have to expect something similar to what's happened tonight. Whoever wins the bull-up needs to get off to a good start. That's absolutely paramount. But look, I'm just looking forward to two great ladies playing a great final, and let's, you know, may the best lady win.
Okay, well, we have one more men's semi-final for you this evening, and it is an all-Dutch classic. It is your former world champion, Jelle Klaasman, against his Dutch rival, but also his Dutch friend, Chris Landman. Now, Chris actually said he wanted to face Jelle in this semi-final because they're friends. How does that usually play out when two people who are friends go up against each other? More entertaining, perhaps?
It can be. It sometimes can be an absolute flop because they're frightened to death of one another, because they both know their capabilities. On another time, they're not frightened of one another. They practice together. They play with each other all the time and against each other. So they throw freely, and it can be an absolute stormer of a game. So we're going to hope for the latter this time. But what we have to remember is that Landman managed to escape 4-match darts yesterday against Neil Duff. I know he came through it. Is he thinking that his name's on the trophy?
Oh, indeed. Well, you'd have to have some good belief after beating the reigning champion here. Klaasman, though, he's a quick player. Rhythmically, will that suit Landman? How do you think their styles will match?
I think they're both quick players, and I think their style will suit each other. Yellers looks so comfortable here, and he feels so comfortable here. I spoke to him last night, and he said, it's like I've never been away. The throw feels great, and I feel great up there. So when you're feeling like that as a player, it doesn't come along very often. You've always got a little niggle or a glitch or something in your throw that you're not happy with. That's not Yeller. He's quite happy with his game at the moment, and that makes him more than dangerous than usual.
Yes, you mentioned the form of Yeller has been very good this week, but also knowing that you've won this championship in the past, it almost puts that pedigree back on your shoulders, gives you that belief, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, like you said to me last night, I've got to have a damn good memory to remember all back then when I won it. He's playing it right down. He's quite happy to not be the favourite. He's come under the radar. Everybody's been talking about Bartons, Leonard Gates, Neil Duff. Nobody really mentioned Klaassen. He's just going about his business quietly, confidently. And here he is in the semi-final with a big chance of making the final.
OK, well, it is Netherlands against Netherlands coming up next. Our men's semi-final after the break.
It's time for the second of our men's semi-finals here at the CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. This is the home of World Darts. This is Lakeside! We welcome to the stage the former Catalonia Open and Italian Open champion from the Netherlands, the countryman, Chris Landman! We now welcome to the stage the reigning Budapest Masters and Malta Masters champion, the 2006 Lakeside World Champion, the Cobra, Jelle Klaassen!
One more place in tomorrow's finals is to be decided. In the girls' final, we've got Aurora Focasato versus Christina Turay. Adam D will take on Bradley van der Velden in the boys' final. We've just seen Bo Greaves book her return to the final. She'll play debutante finalist Eileen de Graaf. And Jelle Klaassen is looking to follow in the footsteps of Bo and make a return to a Lakeside final stage. Hasn't been quite as recent as Bo's. 17 years in total when the then boy wonder beat Raymond van Barneveld on debut. He's a much more mature player these days, and he's probably been the closest to Andy Bartons in terms of performance consistency in this tournament. Beat off Edwin Torbjornsson in the last 32. He survived match darts against Denny Alder-Coulter in the last 16 before dispatching Danny Lorby 4-1 in last night's quarter-final. But Chris Lambert stands in his way. Another very quick Dutchman indeed. Few erratic performances, but he had enough in the tank to get the job done against the then reigning champion Neil Duff last night, surviving 4 match darts in the process. Scott Mitchell is here with me for the final game of the evening, and Scott, just like the Klaassen Lorby game last night, this will be ridiculously fast.
Yes, it will, and once again, Marco Meyer has managed to pull this game out. Referee, he seems to get the fast and furious games. Makes sense, I suppose. It's 2 Dutchmen, there's no one-sidedness, and let's have 3 Dutchmen on the stage, why not?
Double 16 for a bullet quick start from Jelle Klaassen.
12 dart holder throw, what do you do?
I don't know if words can come out of my mouth quick enough to describe the action. We're just going to sit back and enjoy what is to come. Potentially 9 sets on offer. We only needed 7 for this afternoon's semi-final, as Andy Barton's proved too strong for Dennis Nilsson.
I really do love that camera shot from up on the balcony right across the auditorium. Super stuff, best of order here as well. Everybody enjoyed the darts.
43.
Chris Lambert is going to have to improve on one thing if he's to get to the final, and that's the doubling. He offered Neil Duff so many chances, which the Northern Irishman uncharacteristically didn't take. He missed 44 doubles in total. The scoring power is there. He is a proper first start merchant, and when he starts following them, there's a hypnotic way about Chris Lambert's throw, a little bit like Jelle Klaassen's. You're transfixed, you're glued to it.
such a what I call an honest dart player as well, Chris Landman. You know, if he hasn't done it, he doesn't go and blame the opposition. He doesn't look at anybody else. He just looks at himself and go, I didn't do it. And I think that's what's given him longevity, and that's why here he is in the semi-final. Things don't get to him. He doesn't chuck it in a rucksack in his back and carry it around with him. He forgets it as fast as it happens and gets on with the job.
Well, the dart single 5 meant he had to go 25 and bull. You don't want to give Jelle Klaassen any chances. Well, that is Chris Landman hitting his first dart at the outer ring. We won't include the bull in that for now.
58. $95. 68.
Really did take the world by storm back in 2006. Jelle Klaassen with a 7-5 victory against Raymond van Barneveld. He then went over to the PDC and had a successful career there. He was twice a Premier League player. Reached a World Championship semi-final at Alexandra Palace. The powers waned a little bit a few years ago. He's reinvented himself almost on this WDF circuit. Probably the biggest draw in terms of career successes.
60. Chris required 167.
Chris won't get flustered though.
Jelle Klaassen's the first guy I ever played on
97.
TV.
Did you win?
No. It was, I think, maybe the year or 2 years after he won the world title. He was still absolutely flying then.
90. Chris requires 70.
As he is again now.
And there is an example of him being one of the best counters in the game.
66. Jelle required 167.
Can he get the best finish of the week? The answer is no.
102. Chris required 4.
Double one.
This came short of the burger.
Chris Landman finds it. There have been too many occasions where, looking at my notes, taking down the numbers of darts at double, sometimes it can get into double figures with Landman. He can miss 8 in a leg, 9 in a leg.
But his scoring's so good that he gets to have 8 or 9 in a leg. That's the difference.
Yeah, if he could tidy up the end of legs, then there's no reason why Chris Landman shouldn't be the favourite the way that he scores. A player who can go on real bursts.
100.
The archetypal bag of rebels dart player. You don't know what you're going to get with him.
59.
But if you like the orange one, the coffee one, the raisin one, and the toffee one, then Landman's your man.
91. 45. Jelle required 170.
Bullseye. He's going for it.
145.
Almost our highest checkout of the week.
91. Jelle required 25. 9. Chris required 130.
May only be one at bull for Chris Landman to take the first set in what feels like about 3 seconds. Wrong side of the wire.
15. Jelle requires 16.
Has he gone the right way here?
No score.
I can say no now.
Well, he came so far across, he was blocking our camera view. It was like watching Andrew Gilding. Oh, Chris, what have you done?
Jelle requires 16.
He was trying to be up there close. Give him a guide.
12.
A bit of Landmanitis in the Klaassen throw.
Chris required 14.
Yeah, those doubles don't go in so quickly when you're 2-1 down in a set as they do when you're 2-1 up.
And that's been short of the first
Takes it
set.
and takes the first set. As explosive as we predicted. As both brilliant and erratic as we predicted.
Second set, first
Real
love.
mixed
It's
bag.
Christopher first. Game on.
I'm having to sit a bit further forward in my seat. Just to make sure I
81.
get everything.
Yeah, I keep enjoying it so much, sometimes I forget to talk, which is very unusual for me. It is rapid, it is fast. Parson will be disappointed that he lost that set there.
85.
Met each other 4 times in the past, all of them in the last year and a half. Landman's only won 1 of those. It was a European Tour qualifier, but it was a match where Jelle Klaassen averaged 98 in defeat. Landman just over 96.
Both know each other pretty well. Chris said he wanted to play Jelle.
140.
Maybe because he knows that, you know, the apple cart could be tipped onto his side.
91.
You can't keep losing to the same guys. The lure of averages that you don't.
97. Chris, you require 140.
Tentative go at tops there, wasn't it? And Klaassen.
100. Jelle, you require 40. Yeah, that's been short of the first one. Jelle Klaassen. Second
Been
round,
short
it's
and a break
Jelle
of
to
throw for Jelle
first.
Klaassen.
Game on. 57.
Again, Landman did a bit of this last night. In under the treble, but he doesn't mind that. He goes over the top.
180.
First 180 of the call. First 180 call of the match from Marco Meyer.
First of many, I predict. Both guys now starting to settle down.
94. 97. Yellow require 170. 130.
That will almost be more frustrating that he missed the second dart at treble 20 because the ball was so perfect.
Yellow require 40.
Counting there from Landman.
No score.
Had he hit the treble 20, he would have left himself on a shot.
131.
Interesting tactic from Jelle to bust.
Yeah, that's been short of the second line.
It's a gamble worth paying off.
Third leg, it's Christopher first. Game on. $57.
That elf was certainly not on a shelf, it was on a chair.
180. 43.
So after the elation of it winning the first set,
60.
Landman is now staring, losing the second, 3-zip. Staring down the barrel of a gun here.
60.
Set 2. It's a lovely game to watch.
100.
And this Lakeside crowd
43.
are loving it as well. Big visit from Chris, puts him in the box seat.
140.
That's what he gets.
Yellow require 158.
Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
Jelle Klassen would feel like partying had he hit 158.
69. Jelle requires 60.
20 for tops.
Tells himself, come on.
This came short in the second set.
We've levelled up.
Jelle Klassen.
In double quick time, we go to the game's first break. Chris Landman taking the first set by 3 legs to 1. But Jelle completely blitzing him in set 2. Landman didn't even get a chance at a double. We have got a fine game in prospect. And we're only 2 sets in. Make sure you join us after the break for the conclusion of Chris Landman and Jelle Klassen.
Welcome back to Lakeside, Saturday night semi-finals, and we're all going Dutch in here because it's one apiece in the men's semi-final between Dutchman Chris Landman and his compatriot Jelle Klassen. Well, it is one apiece. However, Klassen did get 1 leg in the first set, so who's looking better overall in your opinion?
Well, to be honest, it's fair that you say it's a slow start for Klassen because he throws so fast. But he didn't get going early doors, looked a little nervous. Landman jumped on that, won the first set 3-1. Once Klassen lost that first set, he knew he had to get Chris back straight away. And he won that one 3-0, just got on with his game. We saw a different average, we saw a different Jelle, a little bit speedier, a little bit pacier, a little bit more direct. And that came good for him, so we're now sat at 1 apiece.
Now that Jelle seems to be finding his rhythm, do you think that is the momentum that might take him forward? Or what do you call might happen?
Jelle's a thinking man. He's a thinking man's player. He will be happy now that he's got back to being able to hold his own throw to win the match. So he'll be happy now that he's got the throw in the third. But he has to be wary because Landman seems to be really good against the throw. He did it last night against Neil Duff, was taking sets off of Duff against the throw, and he's going to try and do it again here tonight.
Yeah, and Klassen will know that Landman managed to take out the reigning champion in Neil Duff last night. So Jelle Klassen, he will know that anything can happen in this game. And going forward, it could be a very unpredictable next couple of sets.
Absolutely, and Jelle Klassen will be hoping that Chris Landman, that's his best game of the week, beating Neil Duff. But he doesn't want that to be happening here, so it's another cagey couple of sets coming up for us, and we'll see where we are after 4 sets.
Okay, well, it is one apiece here. A Dutch classic, 2 friends, 2 rivals, Chris Laumann, Jelle Klaasman, and we will take it into the 3rd set.
Well, just to give you an indication of how quick that game has been, we have played 7 legs so far. All but one of them have been under 2 minutes. And it's not as if they've all been 12 darters, 13 darters. We've got a 20 darter, 18 darter, a couple of 16 darters as well. It is absolutely rapid fire. Jelle Klaasman back on level terms after a sloppy first set, particularly those 9 missed darts at double in the leg that Laumann won the set on.
First leg, it's Jelle that threw first.
The last 3 legs have been more like Jelle, more like the Jelle of old.
43.
He came into this match with a lowest average of the tournament of 90. That was last night against Danny Lorby. Chris Lammann's highest was 87 against Thomas Younghans. Jelle was looking at the numbers. He should have fancied himself. And the number of 180s continues to climb.
100.
Chris is going to have to up his game
60.
if he is to stay with Jelle, because he's not got too many mistakes in him.
140. 100.
Landman first to a finish, but it is a biggie. Too much of an ass. He doesn't set it up particularly well either. Tops for Jelle Klaasman.
98. Chris Unicorn 123.
So both of our young guns, Andros Borbely and Adam D, take out 119 today. Now Landman wants the ball.
98. Jelle Unicorn 20. And that's came short in the first leg. Jelle Klaasman. Second leg is Chris to throw first.
A very zippy start to set number 3.
Yeah, indeed he has. He's come out of the break looking pretty good. Sometimes, you know, when you have such a decisive and dominant set, the set 2 was for him. You really want to not have the break, but
45.
Laumann hasn't really picked up where he left off in set 1 just yet.
58. 100. 99. 140.
Good visit from Landman. Just needed to take a moment to pause then, and I'm sure he went the right way to avoid a bogey number. Landman's going the right way for 116, and there it is.
Third leg, it's Jelle through first.
Landman's back in the race. It was a tidy 116 from him.
Frustration for Landman that he broke the set at the start of the match, but Jelle came roaring back, and Chris didn't get a single look at the outer ring.
91. 140. 81. Jelle Unicorn 170.
Surely this time. Surely this time.
Not to be, Dan, not to be. The crowd want one now. That's his second attempt at it.
99. Jelle Unicorn
Never mind 25. The Cobra, we should call him the Tease.
9.
But it looks likely. That's the thing with him. It looks likely, and now he's just left the door open again for Laumann.
58. Jelle Unicorn 16.
Once again, takes a big step across to this side.
It
works out. His double leg that proved the undoing of him in the third leg of the match, or the fourth leg of the match in the first set, which Landman then tidied up on. Very much a tops and tens man.
96.
He was absolutely brutal on those doubles when he beat Edwin Thorbjornsen on Tuesday.
125.
Once again, absolutely smashing into the treble 20.
140.
This is always the tough leg to hold in this situation. You want to go leg and leg till 4-4 and then try and break your opponent in the fifth. But the hardest one for you to hold is leg 4. When you're against the throw, it's the hardest one to hold. And Landman
57.
is doing a grand job of it in a minute. 36. As you say though, Dan, this has been his Achilles heel.
Score. Yeah, Unicorn 150.
All tournament, he's missed chances like that.
Another one of those for 36, not to be.
19. Chris Unicorn 36.
Double 9.
28.
They call it the tricky switch for that reason.
60.
And Jelle Klaassen is there to win the third set to go ahead in the match.
Fourth set, first leg. It's Christopher first. Game on.
Klaassen wiping his brow there. It's hot work up there. Trying to beat his fellow compatriot, the countryman.
$96. $100.
There's that Chris Landman flag in the crowd.
95.
Some worried faces there, isn't there?
100.
Absolutely.
$81.
Deflected last start.
Absolutely.
91.
Good cover shot there from Landman in the treble 17.
97. Chris Unicorn 110.
Up to tops.
This game show the first one.
Expect to see that segment used very regularly because I mentioned that Jelle Klaassen was a tops man. Well, so is Chris Landman.
Yeah, and that's the sort of confidence he needs.
16.
Shooting bits out like that, that's what he needs. That's a tidy shot. It's a smaller tongue plus shot, but all very important in the confidence and showing your opponent that you're not going anywhere.
86. $140.
These types of games are always fantastic to watch.
45. Yellow Unicorn 121.
Saw a glimpse of Andy Barton's girlfriend there. Can't get enough of the darts.
$95. Yellow Unicorn 18.
Double 4.
10. $65. Yellow Unicorn.
Knocks the odd 5 off. Klaassen will go and knock the odd 8 off.
Yellow Klaassen.
We're back at 1-1.
It's Christopher first. Game on. $85.
Yella finding the heat up there.
140.
He's lifting his shirt, blowing down his top, trying to find some air.
99.
Yeah, that's the thing with playing in an intimate venue like this where lots
60.
of people are packed in. It's going to get warm. And we don't do aircon at darts because it affects the flight path. Just got to deal with the heat, deal with the conditions. That's unlucky.
40.
It costs him a dart.
And it's on his throw as well. Ton here from Klaassen, he's right back in it. A 140, you'd say he'd stolen a march a little.
97.
Not to be. Lamb and tidy though, that 135. Tidy little pick up to pressure.
119.
Just let the yellow know he's not going away. 41 for Lamb, and then one tops is where he's going.
Yellow unicorn 67.
He will not be wanted to miss any more there.
And this game short of the
Klaassen doesn't miss any more there.
Ford Larkin's yellow the film first. Game on.
You only ever see treble 9 attacked by players who love tops, who adore it, who think it's the best thing in the world.
30. 60.
5 of the 9 legs that Jelle Klaassen have won have been on that particular double.
134.
Unfortunately for Chris Lamb, then, he doesn't seem to have brought his A-star scoring game. Hasn't yet registered a max.
100.
It's been that power scoring that has got him out of trouble. That was most evident against Thomas Younghans, where after the first 2 sets, both players were way off the pace. Lamb then ignited the fuse. The 180s were flying. And he had enough to get past the Swissman.